Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just gonna do a little sit down video. I thought like this would be a great time to tell my coming out story, I guess. This is really like not hard for me, but it's just like weird because I haven't actually officially like come out to people. Like I've never actually said like I'm gay or I'm lesbian or whatever. Like that just was never a thing for me. But I know for some people they've had to full on like sit their friends down or sit their parents down and tell them everything. Mine kind of just like, it was just very natural. Like it just sort of happened. Oh, my lips are a bit dry today. Don't know where my chapstick is. I'm gonna tell you guys my story. Hopefully this can help a few of you. Everyone should just be themselves. I hate labels. Why do you have to label yourself? Like it's no one's business. If you're trying to explain it to someone, like then you might need a label. I just know that I like who I like and I base it off of the person, like their soul, like their values, who they are as a person. I don't feel like you need to label yourself. You love who you love, that's it. Start like probably back in high school. So I always remember like all my friends, so first of all, I went to an all-girls school. You can imagine every girl was just into Justin Bieber and One Direction. This is when Bieber like first started. So I think I was like year 7 or year 8, maybe it was year 8. So I just started high school and Justin Bieber was just huge at this point. And every girl was frothing over him. Like every girl would have a poster of him in their locker, One Direction, and it was just like, it was insane. Like every girl was just frothing. It was like the conversation at recess, conversation at lunch. And I was just like never interested at all. Like I would just be thinking, what is all this hype? Like what is all this like, you know, like why is every girl so interested? I was like, can we please talk about something else? Looking back, I feel like that was the first sign. Twilight was sort of the next thing, big thing. And everyone was like, you know, do you like Edwin, do you like Jacob, blah, 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 blah. And it was like an obsession thing. And I was kind of like, I don't like either. And like, I kind of liked Kristen Stewart. Like, I think I know now that I did, but back then I was kind of like, I think I kind of like her. Looking back on those things, like I feel like when you look back on, you know, like celebrities or like watching movies or reading books, and you're not really interested in the guy characters, you're more sort of interested in the girl. I feel like that's like a big sign. Probably year 11 or 12, everyone starts dating, little socials with the boys' school. And like, again, I just wasn't interested. I thought maybe I just wasn't interested because I was still young, or like I thought at the time I was more interested in myself maybe. Everyone was getting into relationships, everyone was going on dates with guys, and I just didn't feel that like need to do that. Just gotta have a sip of water because my throat is so dry. That's so good water. But yeah, I just didn't feel the need to message a boy or like whatever. I didn't see the hype. I did not care, basically. And then I think like I did get into a relationship with a guy, but only because like I felt like I had to. So all my friends were in relationships. It was kind of forced. It was actually my best friend's cousin. So it was kind of like forced, and like we dated for like, I don't know, it was probably like a couple of months, and I was just like not interested at all. It was like I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to kiss him, like nothing. Like it just wasn't an interest to me. So when I look back now as well, like I remember having thoughts of girls like in high school and in uni, and I would just block it. And nope, like that's not me, stereotyping, but I always thought that to be a lesbian, I always thought that you had to be, you know, like very dykey or very, I hate using that word, but very like, you know, masculine. I saw a lesbian, I always saw that side, like the masculine lesbians. I never knew there could be a feminine, you know, you could be feminine. Thinking that now, that is so dumb of me. But then I think like it's not me, it was society and how things were portrayed. as I grew up. You know, like you look at movies, you look at books, it's always a man and a woman. I went to a Catholic school, it was always a man and a woman. Like you never even had the option or the thought to think of two girls, two guys. And when you're programmed to like think that way, obviously you're just gonna think that that's the right way. I just wish nowadays there can be more movies and books, and we can talk about feminine gays or like just gay people in general. Like we need to start putting it out there for kids to see. It might just be one-sided. I do feel like I missed out on going through that teenage experience with being with like in a relationship. And it kind of makes me sad. Like it's like, oh, like, you know, I could have been dating a girl like throughout high school, like, and I didn't know that. But when I found out that I was gay, I was like, okay, I'm definitely into girls. Just turned 21. Remember, all my friends were asking like, man, like you're so picky, you know, like when are you gonna get a boyfriend? When are you gonna, you know, go on dates with guys? Like one of my friends one night asked me, do you think you're into girls? I kind of like, it just sort of pushed me back a little bit, and I was like, hang on a second, maybe I am. And then I started having a crush on this one girl. It was so intense, and I was like, oh my god, like she's not just a friend, like I actually have a crush on her. I started to think, okay, maybe I should explore this a little bit more. Felt ashamed. I never felt like, it was just a very beautiful feeling. It was very natural. It's just like a light bulb moment, and you just realize that like this is part of who you are. You guys who are gay or whatever, like when you realize that moment, you can relate to what that feeling feels like. I mean, it's a little bit of fear, not gonna lie, because the fear stems from, you know, you have to tell people, and like judgment, you don't want to be judged, all of that. So I started to think of girls, and I started to watch YouTube videos, and I started to watch, I think Cami Scott was the first like feminine lesbian that I watched. I finally found that feeling that everyone was talking about. Like I thought like I was freaking weird, and I was never gonna find love, or you know, like I was never gonna have any feelings towards anyone. Love it. And I started just going on dates with girls, and I really liked it. I got into a relationship with a girl. I remember kissing her for the first time, and I was like, this is amazing. I could do this forever. It was so good. So I told her first. I think we were just driving one day. We went to get a coffee, we were just driving, and I felt like I just needed to get it off my chest. Like I just needed to tell her. And I think she kind of knew, because she was like, I think she said something to me like, oh, you know, like, are you talking, because I was talking to a girl at that time, and she was like, you know, are you talking to a guy or a girl even? And I was like, I'm actually talking to a girl. It's like, oh, that's cool. Like my dad, I was so scared to tell my dad, because like everyone, I feel like everyone's a bit scared to tell their dad, because you just like, you don't want to disappoint them. I know it's not going to disappoint them, but like I just felt like, oh my god, I didn't know how he was going to react. But it wasn't until I actually had a girlfriend, and she came over that night, and dad was just like, afterwards he was like, oh no, my mum was like, are you gonna tell your dad? Like you've got to tell your dad, like blah blah blah. I was like, I'm so scared. She's like, it's fine, just tell him. And then that night when the girl left, he was like, ooh, do you have a girlfriend? And I was like, oh my god, yeah. And he was like, that's cool. End of conversation. Super easy for me, so I was very, very lucky. I feel like it's hard to talk to my friends about, you know, being in a relationship with a girl, or LGBTQ stuff, Q plus stuff, because they are straight. So I feel like they don't really understand, but that's okay. I love my friends. They were fine with it. One's a little bit gay, just a little bit. The hardest thing is, say if you like change workplace or you meet new people, it feels like you have to come out again. But you need to just be who you want to be. And I know a couple of people who are scared to come out because of their family or whatever. And obviously if you're not in a safe environment, then don't do it. Like just wait until you're in a safe environment, or if you have people to talk to, need someone to talk to, you can always message me. Let me know if you are struggling, because I want to know like how many people actually do struggle with this. That's an important thing that I want to try and understand as well. There's no shame in it whatsoever. It's a very beautiful thing, and I feel like if you do want to come out and you're scared, you have to be confident. You have to be confident in who you are. Guys, have any questions, let me know, but I really hope you like this video. I hope a lot of you can relate to this video. If you have any questions, or you want to talk to me about anything, just leave me a message down below, or my Instagram. The chat's always open, and I hope everyone is staying safe during this time. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. And yeah, love you guys so much.